is up, guys? Alright, I figured I'd do a video on this thing finally. So y'all normally see I have that red service bank cart from Harbor Freight, but it's the only downside to it. It's not versatile. So I wanted something versatile. Throw parts on there, throw things that I need. Just roll it outside, work on the car, bam, done. Roll it back in, and no, that's it. I can't roll the service bank card out there. That thing just doesn't roll very well. So it's more stationary than anything else. So that's the only downside to it right now. Okay, so quick overview of this thing. So this is from Home Depot. This is a Husky cart. They call it a utility cart or something like that. So when it first came out, price point on this one was $4.99. It finally dropped down to $2.99, and then the funny part was when this lid came, it was cockeyed, and that's just because the adjustment screws on there for the hinges. But so between that and this side tray right here, it was kind of bowed in. It's thin right here. I mean, I just bent it back out, but so that was bent in a little bit. So I ended up getting this cart for, I think they knocked off like 70 bucks. I paid like $230. Yeah, $230. Shipped to the door. So, anyways, got the Husky power tool holder. Now this one doesn't fit these units very well, especially when it's flat face like that. So here's the indentations. It does fit these okay, but haven't had any issues with these falling out yet. So as long as the trigger portion sits in there, you're okay. Down here it's kind of got a flat surface with these little hooks, so I guess you can. There's some power cords on there. I just threw these magnet trays for now. That's where I keep those at. On the side here, I keep another collapsible magnetic tray. I do love these. This is a Craftsman one. Haven't had any issues with that. In the middle section here, I keep a former funnel, some rags, parts that I'll be working on that'll fit in here, I'll throw in there. Keep some my extra sockets, the 3/8 and 1/4 inch, and then these little plastic retainer clips. I got the variety pack, so that way if I'm pulling off trim panels or splash shields and stuff, and even break, I just replace it. Then on the side here, keep a wrench holder, magnetic one. So that way any wrenches I'm going to be using, I'll throw there. It's accessible. Now all of these, the way this cart's built, you see these bolts here, and there's some nut zerts on both sides. You can basically move this tray up and down however you want it. Same thing with this caddy. I wish they did do it on this side, but they didn't. So I may end up putting someone outside and throw this on the outside, just to get this real estate right here. But otherwise, this is working out fine for now. I just keep the gloves in here, some extra brushes. Then I keep my tray, jack stands, wheel chocks, piece of plywood, brake clean, some ATF, anti-seize. So yeah, and surprisingly, with all that, the jack stands and everything, I mean, it rolls around really well. Look, and that's just what I love about it. Okay, it's got this butcher top to it, compressed wood or whatever the hell it is. So far, so good. No issues. Not sure how the lighting is. Let's find the lighting. 1 second, guys. All right. So overall, it's pretty durable. Just throw parts on here, whatever. But all right. So it's got the strut top on there. And again, everything's just kind of fancied up. Okay, so all the tools in here will change depending on what I'm going to be working on. So that's just the beauty of it. Generally, the socket tray will stay in there, the bit holder, and I've got this tool holder up here. The pliers will stay in here. These are all the pliers that I'm going to keep in here. But the tools can change depending on what I'm going to work on, and that's just the thing about it. Common use tools, this is just going to stay in here. So up top, I did mount this tool holder. It's I think it's the Castleman set. It was a 4 or 5 piece set that I bought together on Amazon. So I had an extra laying around. So up top here, got a mini curved pry bar, trim tool, 1/4 inch flex head. Y'all seen these before. This was on my service cart. So I think I'll have to lay these this way. So we'll have to figure that part out. Okay, flashlight. This one's a Milwaukee. Mac Tools mirror. Magnetic pickup tool. Now this is not an actual authentic snap-on. So what I did was I just got a kit. And I'll show that later on. And I got a 1/4 inch handle. So I cut this old one off. And then drilled this out to a 7/16. And that's what the diameter of this bottom portion of the magnet was. And in the heat of the time that I'll drill this out, it was warm enough. I just slid this in there, and it's pretty snug on there. So that's how I made that. That is an expensive mod if you consider it. I think the handle itself, I paid $23 for it, and then plus the magnet. So, but I liked it. That's why I did it. It matches. So, okay. So over here, got the bits. Each bit that I end up using, I just throw it in here. It's always in there. I've got, the hex to socket adapters, 3/8, 1/2 inch. I think my 1/4 went somewhere. Oh, there it is, 1/4 inch over here. Got wobble adapters. These are those flip sockets. I use these to get the band clamps off. I'm not gonna take them out. JIS bits. So just various bits. Electrical tape. A little plastic brush, paint marker, security Torx bits, my favorite Streamlight, 1/4 inch Milwaukee set, some extensions, and usually I'll get more extensions and I'll line them up here, some adapters, and then 1/4 inch, the Black Hawk by Proto, don't freak out, wobble sockets. So deep and shallows. These have been working out great. Have had no issues with these. I just like them. I mean, they get into little tight spaces. I throw them on this thing here. I didn't mention what I had over here. So I got the M12s, 3/8, and 1/2 inch stubbies, and then 1/4 inch impact non-fuel. That thing's been good. Snap-on box cutter, retractable. This is the auto-loading one. So, and then snap-on tape measure. Okay, what is this? This is the Texan. So I got a Texan set, but this is the 13 and the 15. I think I was doing a transmission service, so I used that. Extra long number 2 bit, and then an extra long bit holder. Those are usually good for inside the fender liners and stuff. So over here, 1/4 inch, 3/8 Milwaukee ratchets. I'm waiting on some new batteries. So yesterday I went down to my nephew that just moved back up here and set up a little toolbox and some tools. So I gave him some of my M12 stuff. So I gave him the smaller battery. So I got some more batteries on the way from JD Co. He's got some on sale. But I just saw Home Depot posted up a deal. It's a 2-pack for the CP 2.5s, the high outputs. Might have to go get those. Milwaukee Insul. Those are 16-ounce ball peen, 24-ounce dead blow. My Snap-on Flex at 3/8. Snap-on 3/8 quick release. This is good for doing spark plugs. This is why I got this one. That way you can get in the back of the LT motors, specifically the 5.3s. This does not work on the 6.2s. Okay, the 5.3s you can get back there, get a wobble socket, get in that back spark plug. You don't have to take anything off, and you can get it. It works perfectly for both uninstall and install. Okay. Now the 6.2s, you got to take that fender liner off, creep in there with a extension, and it'll come right out. But if you don't want to take just to save time, this is worth the investment. Get a short handle, 3/8 quick release like this, a 3-inch magnetic socket, spark plug socket, and it loops right back on in there. So, all right, pliers. Got the Talon grip. This is the 9-inch. Side cutters, slip joints, the Talon grip needle nose, Talon grip 7-inch. Yeah, 7-inch, 6-inch or whatever. 6-inch. Yeah, can't remember. 45-degree needle nose, long reach. These are great for pulling the spark plug wires out under the exhaust manifold. Knipex Cobra Mini, or what is he? 7-inch, yeah, 7-inch or whatever, or 6-inch. Mac Tools version of the Knipex pliers wrench, 7-inch. Adjustable 8. Snap-on channel locks. And then what is this? The 12-inch adjustable wrench. And then Snap-on hose cam pliers. And the Mac Tools Knipex versions of the 12-inch pliers wrench. I like these. These are great. So, well, guys, that is a quick overview. So, like I said, I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not heavy duty, but I like this. This is that textured material. It's not glossy. It's got a little handle over here. I mean, it moves around easily. So yeah, on these IKEA style hinges, you can adjust these, and it wasn't set properly on both sides, so it would open evenly, so it was crooked. I mean, I sent pictures, chatted online with a representative. She was very helpful. She was like, "Hey, look, do you want to send it back?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna mail this thing back. I don't have a box. I'm not gonna take it back, whatever. I'm not gonna carry it back up store either." So she was like, "All right, well, what can we do?" And I was like, "Well, look, just give me a discount. I'll go buy my own hinges, fix it, and be done with it." She was like, "Okay, well." That's what they did, and they took off the discount, and I was good with it. Came back out, looked at it again, I was like, okay, let me try to see if I can readjust these, and that's what I did, and it worked out for me. So between fixing the hinges and then bending that back up, that was good. All right, guys. Well, hope you have a good weekend. I'll get this posted up. Y'all take care.